Ethan Carter never meant for anyone to know how broke he really was, not even his 7-year-old daughter, Lily. To her, he was a superhero. To the world, he was just a single dad juggling 2 part-time jobs and a broken car held together by prayer and zip ties. But that night, everything changed. The hook. Rain hammered the roof of the small gas station as Ethan stood at the counter, counting out crumpled dollar bills like they were precious gold. "Sir, you're still short," the cashier whispered. He needed gas to get home. He needed to get Lily from her friend's house. And he had exactly $4 left. Before he could speak, a quiet voice behind him said, "Is everything okay?" He turned, and saw a young woman, soaked from the rain, shivering, holding nothing but a small backpack. She looked lost. Scared. Alone. A small act of kindness. "I'm fine," he lied. "Go ahead." But instead of going, she stepped toward him. I haven't eaten in 2 days," she admitted. "Could you spare anything? Even $1? Ethan froze. He didn't have $1 to spare. He barely had enough to get home. But he looked at her, really looked. Her eyes carried the weight of someone who'd learned to stop expecting help. And without overthinking, Ethan slid his last 2 crumpled bills toward her. "Get something warm," he said. "I'll figure the rest out." Her eyes widened. "You're giving this to me?" "Why?" "Because someone once helped me," he said softly. "And I promised I'd pass it on." The twist begins. The cashier suddenly leaned over. "Sir, someone paid for your gas." "Full tank." "What? Who?" "Anonymous," the cashier replied. "Said it was already handled." Confused, Ethan turned around. But the girl was gone. The realization. He filled his tank, picked up Lily, and drove home in silence. The next morning, he found a note tucked under his windshield wiper. "Thank you for seeing me as human when others didn't. M." No money. No explanations. Just the note. It bothered him, not in a bad way, but because the world didn't reward kindness like that. And he hadn't even gotten her name. The emotional climax. 3 days later, his old car sputtered its final breath on the side of the road. He was late for work. Lily was late for school. And he could feel the frustration boiling in his chest. He popped the hood, knowing full well he couldn't fix anything. That's when a black SUV pulled up behind him. A woman stepped out. At first, he didn't recognize her, not with her clean clothes, warm coat, and her hair pulled back neatly. But it was her. The same girl from the gas station. "You," Ethan breathed. "You look different." She smiled gently. "I'm sorry for disappearing. I had to get home. Things have been complicated." Before he could reply, 2 men in suits stepped out of the SUV, waiting at a respectful distance. Ethan blinked. "What's going on?" The woman exhaled shakily. "My name is Madeline Hale," she said. "As in?" "Hale Industries." Ethan felt his knees weaken. Hale Industries. One of the largest tech companies in North America. Worth billions. Madeline continued, her voice trembling. "I ran away for a few days. Needed space. Needed to understand the world outside all the noise." Her eyes softened. "And when I met you, you gave me the only kindness I didn't have to pay for." She glanced at his dead car. "Let me repay it." Before Ethan could protest, her team was already inspecting the car. "Madeline, I can't take anything from you." "You didn't take from me," she said. "You gave to me. When you had nothing to give." Then she handed him a small envelope. Inside was a job offer, full-time, benefits, stable income, and a note shaped in the same handwriting as the windshield letter. Kindness is never wasted. Ethan's vision blurred with tears. Lily tugged his sleeve. Daddy, is she an angel? Madeline smiled, tears forming in her own eyes. No, sweetheart. I just met a good man on the right night. Positive, uplifting ending. Weeks later, Ethan drove his new company car to work. He wasn't rich. He wasn't lucky. He was simply someone who chose kindness even when life gave him every reason not to. And somewhere in a corner office downtown, Madeline Hale kept a small crumpled $2 bill pinned to her board. A reminder that the smallest act of humanity can change two lives at once.